On September 14th, we celebrate the triumph or the exaltation of the Holy Cross. This is what's called a votive feast. It was because of an event that happened. The event was the dedication of the Church of the Holy Cross, also called the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, also called the Church of the Resurrection, in Jerusalem in the year, probably the year 320. So on September the 14th, 320, there was the dedication. This, of course, commemorated the fact that of the mother of Constantine, the first Christian emperor, the mother of Constantine, with her archaeologist had found the relics of the true cross, and also they will see other reasons too. But they were entombing these relics in one place. If you go to Jerusalem, there still is, they call it the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and it encompasses the site of the crucifixion and also the site of the tomb of Christ from which he rose from the dead. I say that this was historical. Unfortunately, this church has gone through a lot of devastation. In the year 612, I think, the Persians invaded and they tried to destroy the church, and so on. 614, it was rededicated again. It's burned several times and been restored several times. There are a couple of legends which are very people hold on to. First of all, the finding of the cross. They found allegedly, well, first of all, in this particular site, the Romans had tried to stamp out Christianity and had tried to erect a temple in honor of Zeus or Jupiter, the head of all the other pagan gods. Well, they found several crosses there, according to this legend, and they took 3 of these crosses, and as a test, a person who was deathly ill, they put each cross close to him, and on one of the crosses he recovered his health. That, of course, is a very well-known story, but it is probably legend. The other story is the rededication of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and this was the emperor. When they did recover the cross from the Persians, they were going to have a great pomp and rededication, and the emperor was going to carry the cross. Well, he couldn't carry it. It was too heavy, even the small little fragments that he had. And so the bishop of Jerusalem says, well, it's no wonder you can't carry it. You're decked out in your purple and gold robes and all your finery. The cross is of those who are destitute, the worst. So the emperor put on sackcloth and ashes and then was able to carry the cross easily. Those are the 2 legends or 2 stories, probably legends. Another story in connection with this is Monica, when she went back to Rome, she took some of the relics of the cross and she put them in a place where her her son Constantine had confiscated some property, the Caesarean palace, and so she built a church there. And she used around the foundation of the church, she used the dirt from her ships, the ballast, which was Jerusalem dirt. So that church today is still called the Church of the Holy Cross in Jerusalem, in Rome. So it's in Jerusalem because it's on Jerusalem dirt. It's in Rome because it's they're located in Rome. And if you go there today, it's about a mile east of the Cathedral of St. John Lateran, and you see this quaint little church, and you'll find a small relic of the cross, 2 thorns from the crown of thorns. You'll also find an inscription, which I happen to think is historical. It's a little square piece in which it's written in Greek and Hebrew and Latin, Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. Why I happen to think it's erroneous is because it's so filled with errors. It is written from right to left instead of left to right. Right to left would be fine for Hebrew. It is not fine for Greek or Latin. So I think they just said, hey, you, here, write this. And so he drew the characters, and he drew them as he knew them, and made this error. At any rate, whether it's true or not, we honor these relics as great icons, as symbols of what the real meaning is, that Jesus Christ gave himself totally and completely for us in the suffering of the cross. He died for our sins, and if we ever get to heaven, it is because of his cross and his resurrection. And we honor on this day, September the 14th, the feast of the exaltation of the Holy Cross.